to the Tantalus Podcast. This is the March edition of the podcast, and I am Colin Regan.
Oh, it's the March edition now, not the March episode, the March edition.
Oh, whatever.
Edition.
I don't know.
We've made it, boys.
Does it matter?
I'm Colin Regan.
I'm
Fucking
Niall.
I'm Owen.
Introduce yourself, your full names in Saps.
Oh, I'm Murphy.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm also Murphy.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute. You're Murphy. I'm Murphy.
That's Owen.
No, I'm Owen.
And the guy who said...
You'll never know.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm Niall Murphy.
There we go. And the other one's Owen, right? Jesus Christ.
Process of elimination.
This is such an ordeal. It shouldn't take a minute to start a fucking podcast.
Every time.
Saps.
Half the podcast is on.
Oh, my God.
Okay. So yeah, welcome to the Owl Podcast.
Hi.
The Owl Podcast.
Look, at this point we're 3 episodes deep.
Episodes deep.
That's owled.
Well, is it 3 episodes or 4 episodes?
3.
Oh, yeah, it's 3.
Yes,
0
yeah,
3.
Yeah,
because
because
it was 0 2.
First
So,
to many.
Yeah.
so yeah.
So, March.
Yeah, it's March. A whole bunch of shit happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll talk about what happened later. We're going to be talking about what we played first.
Alrighty.
It's a good way to intro it. Well, you see, the 1916 Rising, right?
That's true.
They were all a bunch of fools. Like,
Oh, Jesus.
The whole podcast dead, killed in the streets.
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't actually think that. I was being facetious. Owen. Owen.
Oh, what have you played?
what-
Well, you want to start with me?
Yeah,
really,
what you
the
play?
most cynical of the 3.
Yeah. What you play?
Oh,
What you play?
okay, well, stop right there, Colin. What?
One of the most cynical of the 3.
Hey, Owen.
Better.
Hey, Owen. What you playing?
This month, I picked up a couple of new. Actually, I picked up a couple of new titles this month just to dick around with. A lot of stuff. I have a penchant for kind of multiplayer stuff because I only really play like long term when you guys are around with like a lot of funsy games that aren't like hardcore and stuff.
Yeah.
So I picked up Screencheat this month, and that's very like. Well, it's not even very. It is multiplayer.
It's a brilliant game.
Based. I mean, yeah, it's a great game. The co-op is fantastic for PS4. It's been out since, geez, God knows when PC released. Like it's a long time coming. It's been out for quite a while on PC.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Well, it's been out since 2014.
I need a fucking date.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
I think it's about October, November 2014.
Co-op is fantastic. The game itself is fantastic. It's well from what I remember you played, Colin. Now I haven't played this. I didn't play it on PC. I watched you play it.
Yeah.
On a YouTube channel with a couple of the lads that you're friends with and stuff.
Yeah.
And it looked really, really fun. And then we played it a bit on your laptop back when it was pretty fresh. In
Oh,
2014.
yeah.
So there wasn't that much to do in it. Like, it was still fun. There was a couple of arenas. There was a couple of guns and stuff. You kind of dick around. The concept of it is great where, like, everyone's invisible, even you. And it brings the whole thing of, like, that taboo of gaming where you shouldn't screen cheat, where people were taping sheets back in the day to have their TV screen so you couldn't see what they were doing and vice versa.
Whereas, like, this is the whole point of this game. You have to look at the other person's
Flips
screen
the whole
to see
thing
what
on its
they're...
head where, like, you can't do shit all until you know what the hell your friend is doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, the PS4 version, I would assume, is it quite updated from the PC? Now, the PC could be up to date. I don't know. I haven't played it, but I mean, it brings a whole new variety of guns, like, different gun types and stuff. You can switch those out as you please. So everyone can play with different types of guns. Gives you a lot of unlockables, like your different ragdoll and stuff. It's not really that big of a thing, but like when you shoot someone, your ragdoll appears and stays in the arena. So you can have a raptor, a bear, a muffin. Like there's crazy stuff like to go along with the theme of the game. It's just nuts. Yeah. Like you have crazy amount of arenas that you can play around in that are all different sizes, different mechanics to them, different little quirks and different pieces that can give you the edge.
Or even like just to go along with how like kind of like wacky and goofy the game is, like even when you kill someone, it says like you lime-wired Owen.
There's
like you
quotes.
Google translated Niall, like all these like silly like you got killed by.
There's crazy stuff in it. But I mean, it is, like I said, the co-op is very fun on PS4. It's very fun if you have 4 friends in a room. Now the thing goes up to 8 players. You can hook 8 freaking controllers to your PS4 if you have them. Yeah. And you can play 8-player co-op. Now those screens are so goddamn small.
It's a fucking mess.
Now the thing with that bugs me. Now it bugs me, but there's no way around it. If you want to play 8-player co-op, if you have 3 people in this room and 5 people in China, you're going to have an 8 split on your TV screen. Yeah, you can't have like, your buddy's here and your 5 friends in China on a different screen. You have to be like the mechanic of the game. Like I said, you have to be able to see everyone's screen to screen cheat. So you're never going to be able to get away with that whole tiny ass screen if you want to do it. Now, like most people, like
just rent out a cinema screen, play it, like, you know.
But we would play it
As
with
you
4
would.
people. Like we played a bit during the week, and we played 3 people. And the screens are quite big. The four split screen isn't that bad. It's pretty nice. Like it's a nice size. You can kind of do it without being like squinting your eyes at it.
Yeah.
But it's a fun co-op if you have local co-op. I spent an hour and a half trying to get a matchmaking session when I got it. Now, it had been out for a week and a half when I picked it up.
Yeah.
I couldn't get a single online match. Now, I don't know whether it's servers, that it's just Europe. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
You can't, like, I mean, the multiplayer is botched online. It's unplayable. So it's a great game if you have your friends in your house. Or if you have your friends that have the game too. Maybe you can hook up with them.
Oh, yeah.
By chance. So it's a great game to buy if you're going to have 4 friends in your house constantly. Other than that, it's 15 quid pretty much to play with your friends on occasion.
Yeah.
So
I mean, hopefully it'll get updated, or if it's
a bigger
issues with the
user
servers
base.
or whatever.
I mean, the thing about getting a bigger user base is the base game has been out on PC since 2014.
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
the thing, is it's a PC game.
Yeah.
So people aren't going to pay, if they paid like 20 quid, 15 quid on Steam already, you're not really going to come to PS4 and go, well, I could get that. Well, I could just play with 60 people.
I do think the PS4 version is more appropriate because PC gaming is typically a single player pursuit.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, no, I'm not arguing the fact that, like, yeah, it should work and it's fantastic on PS4. But it's just, people aren't going to pay again to play it on the PS4.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're not going to buy it
And
twice.
I do think it's kind of unfortunate because it's a fun game.
Yeah,
but
like,
you know what
definitely.
The thing that annoys me about that is a lot of games on PS4, like I've had some stuff, Bastion, for instance, is cross-buy to the extent where if you purchased it before on your Steam account and you have a redemption code, they will give you a redeem code on your PS4. And not only is it for your PS4, you get the cross-buy edition where it's for your Vita as well, if you bought it on Steam.
That's probably some sort of very unique deal with the publishers, though.
But what I'm saying is it's doable.
Yeah, sure.
So if you want your user base
I
to
mean,
expand,
I would say I'm just going to quickly look up who published Bastion, because if they're a bigger publisher, they would have more sway than
Supergiant, isn't it?
No, Supergiant developed it.
Oh, right, sorry.
Because if whoever published Screencheat, they wouldn't have as much business sway, if you know what I mean. As
I'm not knocking the way. It's a good game. It's just it's mainly just the fact that, like, I wish it had more of a multiplayer community, because if it did, it'd be great fun because you could just hop into a
Warner
match,
Brothers.
Yeah, Warner
go
Brothers.
nuts. Well,
Yeah, that explains it.
well, it's a shame. It's a great game, but it's a shame how it has.
You need
played so far.
a population of players.
It really does need a better online community. I mean, anybody listening that's thinking about it, that's interesting, it's only 15 quid. It's more than likely it's going to go down in a sale somewhere, or like in a couple of weeks. Like, I know you probably shouldn't be advocating for that.
Totally digital, or the
probably will go
thing.
down from one of those kind of like unique little indie games. And Jesus, the hours of fun I've had with it. I mean, even like, I know Niall's going to look at me that way. Trophy wise is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Not even for like, oh, go get trophies. It's the whole point of the game. Like, the trophies give you unique little challenges in Screencheat where it's like, kill 4 people with like a rocket that returns at your ass. You're going to spend a long ass time trying to rig up 4 motherfuckers online that you can get in a line and hit them. Like,
or it's like I think it's one that's like kill a guy while going through a vent.
Yeah, through a
like,
vent.
You know, stuff like that. It's
lightning quick through this. Like, you know, it gives you unique little fun challenges where, like,
it's not just like kill 50 guys.
Even if you're not like aiming to do them, if you do it randomly and the thing pops and you look up the description, you go, "Oh crap, I did that!" Like, it's a cool little like, oh, that's quirky. Like,
I will say, because it's €15, a lot of things are €15 and are probably worth your money more. I would say, unfortunately,
like, I wouldn't like. If I knew the user base was going to be like that, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. Other than the fact that we were going to play it.
Yeah.
If I was buying it for the online, I wouldn't have bought it. I'd buy it for 10. I'd buy it for 8-10. But I wouldn't really be willing to spend €15 on a fact of, like, if you didn't know the multiplayer was like that, and you didn't really have that big of a social base, like if you lived out the country or something,
yeah,
you're not going to have friends in local co-op it's really not worth your money because you can't play it. It's not a solo game. Like, you can play a box, but what's the fun in that?
Which is a shame, I think. To be honest.
It's a great game.
Definitely. But I'd say no. It's like we played it once that day. We like played for a good while.
We played like freaking 2 hours.
Yeah.
And
but we're definitely gonna do that again. Do you know what I mean? It's not like we got our one day playing it. Like we'll get our timer. Yeah, we'll definitely get used to it.
For somebody else who's going to pick it up.
Oh yeah.
For their sake, I mean, it's worth mentioning that it's not a game to play if you don't have something in your gaff the whole time.
That's true.
You can have 2 people. Jesus, great fun with 2 people if you live in a roommate or something.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be on your own quite a bit, it's really worth waiting and picking it up in a sale.
Yeah, I can see where you come from in that regard. Yeah, definitely.
Like the only other thing, like I picked up something else actually that was on sale in the Easter sales that's going on right now in the PlayStation Store. I picked up Finn and Jake Adventures for PS4, which is the
Adventure Time.
It's Adventure Time. It's the first one that's on PS4. It's the first one that's actually full 3D spec as well. Like, there was one on PS3 that was like explore the dungeon because I don't know, and it was a cool little game. It was like an 8-bit top-down kind of dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
It got very old, very, very.
Yeah,
quick.
I remember it was like
oh, hey, here's a little roguelike with an Adventure Time game.
When you said 8-bit top-down, the look on my face was like someone had given me a pizza with pineapple on it.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with pineapple.
There is quite a lot wrong with pineapple.
We'll hash this out later. But no, it's
nothing to hash out.
It's a fun game. The PS3 one was basically a crock of shit, but the PS4 version is actually quite fun. It's a 5-episode mystery adventure thing, which sounds a bit odd, but now if you don't know Adventure Time and you're not a diehard fan of Adventure Time, this one's going to get quite lost on you.
Just like me.
It'd be worth playing for me. I'd watch the whole thing, start to finish. I don't miss an episode.
Yeah.
You don't know that much about it, so like if you pick this up, you'd be kind of like, "What is this?" Like, it's got a quirky charm that'll sit so well with fans of the series. But if you don't know it and you don't know it pretty well, you'll kind of be like, "This is all right. It's not great. It's good gameplay." It has a battle mechanic, like you're obviously roaming around kind of the world of which is like the land of Adventure Time, the series. But it's fun, it's got everything pretty much down to a T, and it's got all the main characters, all the side characters, you can interact with everyone, there's a lot of stuff you can kind of do in it. Before, like, it's not just like, oh hey, this guy killed someone, go find out who the fuck he is, like, and it takes 5 minutes. It takes quite a while to get through an episode, which is quite fun. They added a battle mechanic into it where, like, there's always, oh crap, there's bad guys, better get in and fight them, and you're in, like, this little sandbox arena. And I say sandbox, not like open world crazy I mean literally like a sandbox you'd have in your back garden. It's a little dip in the ground of a box. And you basically can't go outside the walls, and you have to fight waves of enemies.
Maybe that's why they put on the back of the game sandbox gameplay, and they're like, oh wow, and then it's like, oh fucking shit, got me.
They got some technicality, damn it.
You have 4 attacks, and it gets redundant as all fuck. Like, the first time you fight, you're like, oh my god, I saw that in the game, and that's his sword, and oh, you can do, that's cool. I saw that in, that episode. And then, like, the 50th time you're like, okay, I get it. Like, I know that one attack kills everything, so I can just mash that one button until my controller has a dent the size of fucking Venus in it. You know what I mean? It gets old really, really quickly. And you're kind of sitting there going, like, this was great! Until they added in a battle mechanic that you really don't need for a mystery game. Just let me go, quick time. I can't believe I'm saying, I would take a quick time event to be like, beat up the bad guy.
Heavy Rain.
Like,
David Cage games.
We didn't play Fahrenheit.
I'd take a sidebar episode where they're like, oh my god, Jake has dog hemorrhoids. Do a quick time event to pull him out of his butt. I'd take that over the battle mechanic. I'd take hemorrhoids of my own over the battle mechanic. It's not necessary, and it ruins the whole experience.
Finn and Jake, Hemorrhoid Adventure.
So, Owen, you've also played another game.
Oh, no. Before I get into that one, I played something. Now, this is the one that I'm not going to rag on at all.
But you want to.
A good while, like, it came out quite a while ago, and people probably haven't played it, because it's quite a unique, quirky title that you look at and go, I'm paying 13 fucking quid for this. But it's a short little game by the name of Beyond Eyes. Now, you're going to love this. You should definitely pick this up.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
a complete another walking simulator. But
Sold.
I love games with a bit of story. I love something with a bit of adventure and a bit of story in it. And this thing...
That's not, you didn't play a game, though.
Okay, right, fine. I didn't play a game. I had an experience. I had a story experience. And I tell you, I would go back and I would do it 40 times over. It is one of the best things I've played all year so far.
You probably experienced some diminishing returns at some point.
Probably. But no, I think it's a fantastic game. In Beyond Eyes, the premise of the game is essentially you play as a little girl called Ray, who has lost her sight in I think it was fireworks or something, took her eyes off her. There's an intro cutscene.
What a fool.
Fell eye first.
But no, she loses her vision, and you're basically, you play as a 12-year-old blind little girl.
Daredevil!
Who makes friends with a cat who comes to visit her. The cat stops coming to visit her, and Ray, being a recluse now that she's blind and can't experience the world, can't see the world,
cat murder,
has to go and find her friend. Now, sounds a bit like oh great, sappy story. The thing that caught me about this game is I watched the trailer of it. As this blind little girl, you would think it's just the world around you, and I can see for you, so you just mooch around. Everything is completely white. Except for when you walk, you unveil the path. But in this kind of it's not that kind of...
like a spotlight that just walks through
it's not
like that.
It's not just this is where you are in the world. It stays... you can look around you and it's all pristine white. You can look behind you from where you walk there and you can see the path of this blooming colour and vibrance. And it's done in a way where, when you take a step, the world kind of, just pops. Like watercolour paint. It's the most amazing thing I've ever experienced. It's a really short game. You would finish it in 2 hours, start to finish. But my God, it is one of the most beautiful games I have played on the PlayStation so far. And, I played some shit. I played the Final Fantasy 15 demo. We'll talk about that in a while. But, I mean... Jesus Christ, it is an absolutely phenomenal game. I would highly, highly recommend it.
I have seen the trailer, her use of sight, or her lack of sight, and the way her lack of sight, and what her being aware of what's around her is implemented. It is done in a very artistic way.
It's
really the way Owen describes,
really, really.
It's done in a very good way.
At the end of the game, do you find that the cat's just been hit by a car?
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but no, you do not find out that, so kind of spoiler. But no, it's a fantastic game. It's heart-wrenching. The story, it's one of those games where, it's not often nowadays.
If you said yes, I would have been very surprised.
No, but it's not often nowadays where you find a story that actually, you could play, I don't know, games like Dark Souls and stuff. You're not that emotionally invested in your character. There's not, I know that's a bad example, but...
Well, hang on, I would argue you're not emotionally invested in the character. You're emotionally invested in the stakes that's happening.
That's true.
Okay, yeah, fair point. But I mean...
It is, I'm just using this as
but
Dark Souls.
But character pull, beyond Dark Souls, in a lot of games nowadays, the games are beautiful and developers are making games huge and beautiful and their worlds are fantastic and dynamic and innovative. You don't have that much tie to your player character yourself. Do you know what I mean? There's not that much of if your character gets hit by a car and suddenly breaks its leg, you're not oh fuck, you don't gasp. You get those kind of movies and you sit there and it's good, and then you suddenly become emotionally invested in that character to the point where you don't want them to die or break up with that person or to lose their job. You feel for the character. I haven't had that in quite a while. On the PlayStation anyway, on the PS4, I haven't had that kind of experience in quite a while. This game drew me in like a fucking crack addict. I was chattering my damn teeth waiting to see what happened to this little blind bitch and her damn cat.
I'm cold.
It was, oh my God. I swear to God, I won't tell you anything about the ending, but my God, heartstrings were plucked, motherfucker. It is fantastic. I'm going to make you play through it at some stage. I know you're looking to be funny, and it's a walking simulator. I'm telling you, it's worth the experience. It's 2 hours of your time. It's like £8 on the PlayStation Store. It is fantastic. It is highly, highly, highly
it's beyond
recommended.
I said this last month. They're not getting my fucking money.
Niall, I have it paid for. I game share with you. You don't have to pay the money.
Game share with me, though.
Yeah, but I'm swapping.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I'm not getting your fucking games.
Here's the thing I have to say, right? About just games in general. Playing a game is like you have an experience with a game,
It's a
right?
story.
Right.
Okay.
Uncharted 3, I got that. I came back from a holiday and it was sitting there waiting for me. As soon as I could play it, I started playing it. I played it start to finish in that one day, and I completed the whole thing.
That's ruining games.
Well, whatever you want to think about it. Whatever you want to think about it. I was really satisfied with that, and I was like, holy shit, what a game, right? Regardless of what's in the game or what you think about Uncharted 3, right? I was like, holy shit, what a game. That was class, right? Now, granted, that's a shooter. It's not a walking simulator or whatever. But, you know, that's a game that is a bit of a spectacle of a story and all, right? And I was like, well, hey, like, what a great game, blah, blah, blah. That was my experience with a game. If Owen plays a game that may be considered a walking simulator or a game that may just play itself or like a camera on rails or whatever,
That's a movie.
right? Right, but
Sorry.
shouldn't that be necessarily Owen's own experience? playing a
Sure.
game?
I'm not like I make the joke.
Well, he's never
Okay.
knocked the fact that I play walking.
Yeah,
Simulator.
no,
Okay,
He's knocked
yeah.
the fact that he wouldn't play them because they're not his band.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
like
okay.
if I want to read a book, I'll read a book.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna read a book and then walk down the road a bit and then
Yeah, like-
turn the page over. So, no, that's,
For me, it's all about the story.
Like,
The game has to be an experience.
for me, there needs to be a fail state.
I get
You can
yeah.
fuck up. Like there has to be
Yeah.
some stakes, something.
Yeah,
Give me something to
okay.
get invested in that's not a story. And books and movies can do stories better anyway.
Because for you, it's the drive to get there.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
play the game.
Yeah.
A
See,
reason,
for me,
incentive.
it's page by page, the story unfolds.
And that's fine for
Yeah,
you.
For me, yeah,
But-
that's
fair,
that's
that's
a
fair.
kind of different kind of aspect I have. I was just saying.
I mean, like Owen's wrong and all. Such is his right.
As much as we've argued back and forth about one different stuff, the two of us have never knocked we never pushed each other.
Yeah,
No, I get that, but I never. I guess
Shut the fuck up, Tom.
Sorry,
Sorry.
I was trying to help you out.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, I guess it was never like hashed out. It was just
Yeah.
kind of said and never like discussed.
Yeah. I suppose like off podcast, like
Yeah.
we might say this. No, we might say it to other like we don't really care
Yeah.
that the Owen likes other stuff. But
We don't hang out outside the podcast. Stop. Haven't seen each other in a month. What are you talking about?
but that's fine.
Neil and Colin are wrong.
Like I couldn't give a shit about what Owen plays.
Yeah, I couldn't give a shit about Mel's bad opinions, but I deal with it on a day-to-day basis. It keeps me up at night, but I mean, I'll be fine.
Oh,
Have you played anything else, Owen?
Have I played I played something. I don't know if you'd call it a game, but I played. I mean, Niall, you had a small experience.
I would call it a game.
I dragged you with it. Of course you would. You have a fucking horrible opinion.
I mean, I would call a lot of things you play not games. But
I would call a lot
that
of opinions you have complete and utter horse crap, but
stealing my lines, man.
Speaking of horse crap, to fill the void of between when Bloodborne came out, Dark Souls 2, God's First Sin came out on PS4, and Dark Souls 3, when Dark Souls 3 was given that whole, we're out in a month, here we go, a little known title by the name of Salt and Sanctuary that was announced at the about middle of last year, 2015.
Yeah.
They announced this nice, quirky looking little kind of Souls-like. Now, Souls-like, it was announced as at the time. It was a nice little 2D platform adventure RPG with a kind of a Souls twist in it where there was stakes of dying. You had this you had salt in place of souls, but you had this currency that you kill enemies, you absorb their essence, you use that to upgrade yourself, upgrade your weaponry. That kind of Souls trope of where you kill someone, you use their essence, you get better, yada, yada, yada. You progress through a world, there's crazy hard bosses, there's a difficulty level that kind of puts you on your ass, keeps you on your toes throughout the entire game. There's different weapon mechanics, you can build your own character class, there's an overlying story of you start as nothing, you build your way to the top, you kill the last boss, blah, 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 blah. But
You save the world.
yeah,
Dun, 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 dun.
Souls does quite a unique twist on an RPG, grimdark, as a lot of people will put it. No, I like Souls. I like Souls a hell of a lot. I like the concept it has. I like the tropes that it has. I like even the cliche kind of RPG things in it. I like because it's done well. It's balanced. It's fair. As much as you might rage quit and you play, we'll talk about Dark Souls 1, not Dark Souls 2, because we don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
It's not that bad.
But okay, fine. We'll play Dark Souls 2. We'll fight a boss. We'll get knocked off. Well, right, okay, I'll tell you what, because this leads into my Salt and Sanctuary thing. The Dragon Rider boss in Dark Souls 2.
Okay.
Don't put up the arena. You leave a ring around the edge of a circular arena so you can fall down or be knocked down to your death.
Okay.
The boss ends, you lose. It's a little bit unfair, you think, because, there's something, there's nothing I could have done about that. I fell down, I got knocked out of the arena. It's not really fair. Maybe there should be an invisible wall that I shouldn't get knocked out so I can continue the fight. He has crazy knockback, blah, 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 blah. There's going to be these little bits and pieces, maybe, in some players where there's a bit of salt, if you'll forgive the... but,
he said the thing, break the grass.
Ring the bell.
There's that kind of...
Throw the confetti.
There's that kind of pissed off moment where you're like, oh, that's bullshit though, that's not fair. You'll go back and you'll try again, and eventually you'll figure out, hey, there's a switch there. If I kill these giant-ass soldier things, there's this unique thing that Dark Souls has of, if you look hard enough, you'll find what you need.
Yeah.
The game gives you everything you need. So if you're finding a bullshit factory, it's because you haven't looked hard enough to get rid of it.
Mm.
You flip a switch, the arena's full, you can't get knocked down anymore. From that point on, you have no one to blame but yourself. It's fair. It's balanced.
I'm going to assume you're leading into the fact that Salt and Sanctuary doesn't do that.
All big time.
So get good.
There's a boss, a particular boss in Salt and Sanctuary. Now, the entire game as a whole, I will give credit to. It's Scott Studios is two people. They made a game. It took them, I think, 4 years to make.
The shot you play.
They made a game. Fair enough. Credit where credit's due. That's a small ass team to make a game that's got maybe 4 or 5 hours, depending on your skill level of playthrough. There's New Game Plus. You can play it indefinitely. There's quite a bit of gameplay in it. There's a lot of there's a gigantic skill tree. Again, credit where credit is due. They did work. Not good work. Not necessarily bad work. They did work. The game plays. It's playable. It's completable. The platinum is entirely obtainable. I know because I've done it. Now, I did it to the extent of where I wanted to do it to prove this point, where it's not, I give up on it, the game is bullshit. It's, the game is bullshit and I've done every single thing in it. I played through it until its bones are bare. I beat the shit out of this game.
Just for the sake of spiting it.
Oh yeah, that's essentially why. That's why I got the platinum. Is essentially to spite it. Horseshit.
Yeah, I've just pulled up.
Niall just pulled up howlongtobeat.com and put in Salt and Sanctuary. It says the main story is 19.5 hours and completionist is 43 hours.
43 hours. Completionist, if you want to get the platinum, I got my platinum in 17 hours and I think 40 odd minutes.
I guarantee you underestimated yourself.
The timestamp is on the game. It's on the save.
I guarantee you the game is glitched. The internet cannot be wrong now.
Oh yeah, it can't. No, again,
I read it on the Wikipedia.
Like I said, it's dependent on skill level. If you've never played a Souls game and you pick this thing up, you're going to struggle with it. You're not going to, it's going to seem incredibly hard to new people.
I lost all my points when I died. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, this is a new thing. It's going to be a new thing to some people. It's going to be quite difficult.
What the fuck?
But there's a particular boss in it anyway, as I was saying, called the Tree of Men. And anyone, I guarantee you, that has played that game and heard that phrase is going to go, oh. The Tree of Men has a small platform in which the Tree of Men, this giant towering figure, actually stands. There are then, kind of up diagonally to the right, it's a gigantic upward facing rectangle of a room, essentially, right? And you're boxed in at both sides. There are pits.
Yeah, if you missed that out, we cut somewhere on Owen hates Salt and Sanctuary, and now we're going back to whatever the next thing we're talking about.
So, Colin, the fuck have you played this month?
I'll tell you what I've been playing. I've been playing some video games.
I'm sorry I sounded so aggressive. That wasn't my intention.
That's okay. I got the Rocket League Platinum. That was pretty sweet. I was real happy with that. I know Niall loves...
Yeah, fuck Salt and Sanctuary!
Niall loves trophies.
Oh,
Niall loves trophies, so I'm sure he'd be happy to hear me talk about the fact that I got the
What's
Ratchet
your
Clank.
second platinum?
On my old account, on my new account, on my old account,
He's like reaching for the past.
well, no, I'm just saying.
No.
On my old account,
I'm with Colin
on my old account, I had 20 platinums.
Did you?
Yeah,
Shit.
Fucking get on this level.
yeah.
I have 16.
You're pretty close.
17.
You're close.
Not 16.
Not 16.
Lion.
You fucking lied to me.
Lion.
Try to
so shit.
Try to
You're so shit.
snake out on that one extra platinum.
Pulling me on a little cult of yours.
Two. Yeah, no,
snake.
so I got the Rocket League platinum. I'm trying. I want to get the platinum on the Final Fantasy VII port. I'm at North Crater, and all I have to do is go through all the bullshit side quests and get everyone limit breaks and grind. Yeah, I know it's just a bit of work. Like,
Yeah, like literally.
even with the battler, I just want to point that out. It's a bit of work. Like
Once
just
you
to
get to North Crater, that platinum is basically yours. It's just literally spend an hour in North Crater with transform material. That's all it is.
And but yeah, that's been working on that. That's grand. I played a little bit of Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Turbo Ultimate Edition or whatever it's called.
Great platformer kind of.
It's like a Metroidvania style action platformer. It's really cool.
That's one of those things that has a great single player, and it's also like just as fun multiplayer. If not because it doesn't change at all. Like other than like you have a buddy with you.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle platform, not action platform. But
I'm out.
That's a little bit. But actually,
well, true. There's a lot of fighting, enemies and stuff. But I mean, like it's very puzzle based.
Smoking, drinking, riding, fighting.
It's very it's very puzzle based, and like you have to use you have an uppercut that you can use to like get up on a higher level. You can you have like wall jumps and all this other stuff. So like you have to work out to like implement a combo of moves to like traverse areas and stuff. It's really cool, like because like what can also be attacks can also be ways to traverse like the map and stuff.
And you're Mexican.
It's really cool. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, your name's Juan.
Guacamelee.
No, your name's Juan.
Juan.
Yeah. And it's a really fun game. I only played for a couple of hours. I got stuck on one puzzle for about 40 minutes, and like I did beat it. But the one thing I don't like about the game, it's really cool and fast paced, and that's one of the things I love about the game.
Yeah.
Like everything, but even just like running through a town or whatever is really fast. It feels like you're making progress immediately. It's not like, oh god, my guy runs so slow. It's like, it's a really great game. But if you come to a halt at a puzzle or a fight or anything, it really does feel like the momentum is kind of stopped a bit. You're kind of like, oh, alright. That's only like the issue I have with a game that's kind of built in a way to be fast paced, is that the second it stops, it's a bit, you feel it stop. Like, it's just a bit weird. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all I would say. But what else? I played. There's someone else. I played. Broforce came out on the PS Plus. That's a Steam game that was like early access for like a year and a half or 2 years. Or something.
Like they are.
But the finish thing is on. It's on PS4. It's PS Plus. I played it with Mike from BBG. I jumped online with him. And it was absolutely fun, so much fun. Like that game, I played a bit of it myself. I played there's like, I don't know, when you play the game, it breaks like maybe like 5 or 6 levels into like one section or one map or area. So like I did like 1.5 areas, and I was like, I played it, whatever. But I jumped online with Mike from BBG and I had the voice chat going with him. And it was unbelievably fun. Like I said, there's maybe like 5 or 6 levels devoted to an area. I was like maybe 2 levels into area 2. We played as far as like area 10. We played for about like 3 or 4 hours and had a fucking whale of a time. Like I played it myself and I was like, this is a fun game. I like it, but it's way better playing with someone. And I remember there's just this one moment where like I died, and like the whole idea is like you're rescuing like prisoners of war in like all these like war torn countries. So like you play as like a real gun toting American. It's very like satirical and funny in that way. But whatchamacallit, so I died, and Mike was like, "Oh, okay, I'll you know, he's like, don't worry, I got this. And there was like a captured bro, like at the other end of the screen, and he could see him and he was running towards him. He's like, don't worry, I got this. Walked across, immediately gets shot, and I burst out laughing. It was like 3 a.m. or something. So I burst out laughing, and I was like, all right, we got it this time. And immediately the game starts. We both miss the first jump across a gap and fall into a chasm. I swear to God, I haven't like laughed. Like we must have been. I think it was just laughing for the rest of that entire level. I was just playing, like trying to like play through my fucking tears of laughter. It was so funny, so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Like for a game, for a game that I didn't think I'd play that much, I got a good amount of like time and a good experience.
You taught me into playing it. Like,
it is fun. Like,
my favorite bit of it is just the fact that like it's such an action-packed game, but it just takes the piss out of itself so much. It's just like, so funny. It's not even like, wow, the level design is great. Oh, the enemy placement is great. It's like, this is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it really is. Like, it's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously. That's its main. Because like, I'm totally against that winning multiplayer. For PS Plus. I loved it. I'm actually really glad it's very funny. No, like I loved it because like I immediately knew like from Steam, I was like, I know that game, so I know it's good. I like the other game that was on the, what was it again? What was the other game on the vote to play? Oh, it was Assault Android Tactics. Yeah, like I didn't know either of those two, so I was just like, well, I know Tactics is good. I was like, I know for sure Broforce is good. Yeah, Ratchet Clank is a fucking joke. Yeah, but like I was just like, I don't know, I just thought it was like so much fun. It was absolutely good. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I played? Another thing I played was the Uncharted 4 beta, which is, I only played a couple hours of it. I played online with some friends I used to play back in the old Rock Band days, and I played with them online friends. And
no, real friend zone.
And it was absolutely brilliant. I never replayed the Uncharted multiplayer in Uncharted 2 or 3. I played a bit of it and I was like, yeah, I've done that, whatever. Like, it just felt like it was a thing that was tacked on to a much better product. Uncharted 4 seems like a really good polished multiplayer game, and it's so much fun. I can't wait to like pick up Uncharted 4 and obviously play the story and be like, holy shit, Uncharted 4 away. But it's going to be really enticing and enjoyable knowing that, okay, I played the story and now I have this to look forward to. Like, it's not like, oh, that's just there because every fucking game is a multiplayer. Yeah, no one piss all about the Uncharted series. Yeah. I can say this much just from Twitter of people playing the Uncharted beta, just from scoping around trying to find info on it. Mother of God, the amount of people that are like, it's really cool. And like, it's actually not a gimmick. Yeah, like it's actually good. Like Tomb Raider and Last of Us, fucking great games. Yeah. Both of them, fucking great action pace. Kind of like in a similar streamline of like, you know, you're a one-man army kind of game. Yeah. The multiplayer was just like, oh hey, we have that too. Oh no, I thought Last of Us multiplayer. I think it's better. Fair enough. If you're in a group of people. I picked up, I jumped into the multiplayer way late in the game in PS4, so there was nobody playing it. So fair enough. True, but I also think like I think to be fair, every multiplayer game works better with groups. Like if you're just playing a game, unless it's like, but you can have a multiplayer that's a multiplayer part of your game, and you can have a multiplayer as Mr. Integrate. Yeah, as Mr. League of Legends, I can definitely attest to Colin's point. Mr. League of Legends, as in he made it, and I am CEO and founder of Riot Games. His name is League. I'm Mr. League. The O is just there for it's my title. My middle name. Yeah, my middle name. League of Legends. But yeah, League of Legends. Like it's always better to, you know, have people just having a laugh with. Yeah. League of Legends. Yeah. Having a laugh with people. Well, especially... Are you demented? I play League, I have to be. But especially, like, if you have the party chat thing set up, that's fucking the best part. Like, just talking absolute shit and playing a game. It's so much fun. I love doing that. But, yeah, like, fucking Uncharted 4 was so much fun. Like, they have that, basically, like, as you're playing a match, like, you earn, like, a kind of a currency just specifically for that round, for power ups and stuff. So like that's so. Cool. I was gonna say like, is that like gimmicky? Yeah, I think it's some sort of progression systems and everything. But it's just specifically for the one match you're currently playing at that time. I was gonna say because like a lot of like even like the Division that's come out recently, it's like a lot of their because it's like a multiplayer thing. Oh yeah. A lot of the gimmicks in it is like, hey, these RPG elements. You wear khakis and a Bomberman jacket.
Why don't you level up and get those in 8 different colours so you look the same but multicoloured like a rainbow?
No, you were defending this last time.
The Division?
Yeah.
How drunk was I?
But well, I'll just quickly say so Uncharted 4, I think they're called totems or something like that. These things that you can unlock, but basically
because they're treasures.
There are certain things where it's like, you know, it's like this statue that shoots these like kind of like floating heads that attack people, and then there's stuff like where it's just like this giant fucking tank of a brute comes out and just mows down people. And he had
multiplayer.
Yeah, and like the brute was the thing I used the most, was because like you literally just like you pick him, he just drops down right beside you immediately, starts mowing shit down, and he hasn't.
That's what's a good kind of dynamic on multiplayer where like, you know, it's anybody's game.
Yeah, and he does have like a health bar, so like if your enemy team is skilled enough, they can take him down. But if they're like caught unaware, like they can just get decimated.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit I like in multiplayer.
It's really good. Like there's this hook to it that's like at any point you don't know what's coming. It's great.
Anybody's game. That's what makes it good multiplayer.
And that's like the main thing that I was like, I'm getting this. Like I'm playing.
Provided they keep it like that. It's a beta.
Well, that's true, but I mean,
hang on.
There's been 2 beta weekends and both of them the same.
Betas are basically just demos at this point.
Yeah,
right, okay.
Like I'm sure it's pretty much finished. Yeah. They're just looking for like maybe slight bugs or slight glitches that can tweak.
It's gotten gold.
It's more of a stress test on the servers than anything else. Yeah, I think at this point for multiplayer betas.
Well, that's good. Well, I like to hear.
Yeah.
Is that it for you then, Colin?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've had to say to play.
Okay.
Nell's just like waiting.
No, okay.
I played a game too, guys.
It's just anticipation.
Okay, so realistically speaking...
Did you play League?
Yes.
Told you.
Yeah. Shocker. I know.
Family show now.
Continuing on from the theme of me playing the best games of last year, I've played pretty much only Metal Gear Solid 5 this month.
Oh boy!
Yeah, like
no spoilers, please. No,
no,
I haven't finished it. I'm still shy.
I know.
Niall bought the game. Like I had the game like 5 months now. Niall's finished it sooner than I.
To be fair, you had that fucker wrapped for about 3 months.
That's true. Yeah, so I've had the game maybe 2 or 3 months.
Like, tell the story of your Metal Gear Solid 5 game.
Yeah, okay. So I got PS4 and Metal Gear Solid 5 for my birthday, which is the end of September. So I don't know, that's like maybe 6 months now. So it was wrapped for pretty much 2 months because I work pretty much all the time and I go to Dublin on the majority of my days off. So I barely get a chance to play a game.
The first thing I do when I get a new game, even if I'm like I get the new game and have to like go somewhere, I unwrap that fucker and install it. Colin has it sitting there in the cellophane wrap, like I'll play it someday.
Yeah.
It's like the dream, the gamer dream. Someday.
I don't know, man. Fucking no.
That's also the problem with my Steam library.
Yeah, man, I got shit too.
Yeah, okay, so Metal Gear Solid 5. Mechanically speaking, it's probably the best stealth game that's ever been made.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a bold.
I mean, well, like...
No, I'd agree with him. Like, this is the first Metal Gear Solid game I've actually had to be stealthy in. Every other Metal Gear Solid game, I guns blazed and was like, duh! Like, yeah. Or like, if I tried to be stealthy, and if I got caught, I'd guns blaze. I had to try play this game.
I would say maybe the only thing that comes close to it in terms of like actual good stealth are the first 2 Thief games on PC. Because
when I heard Thief, I was like, I had to backtrack and listen to that sentence again. I was like, please don't say the new Thief.
Oh, no, the first 2 were amazing.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. Story, not so much.
Oh, thanks,
no, don't piss all about the Metal Gear Solid series. Again, I'm really kicking it here.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen in YouTube player, that game looks beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so in terms of story, compared to every other Metal Gear game that's ever been made, well, Metal Gear Solid game, I should say, not Metal Gear.
Is it everything?
Yes. I'll explain in a moment. So, yeah, in terms of story, it's just not as prominent because this game is a prequel from the original Metal Gear Solid games. It's set in 1984.
Yeah, it takes place after Peace Walker, before fucking...
Just sidebar for anybody that's like me and doesn't know shit all about these games. For your own sake, Wikipedia it.
Oh, yeah. Nanomachines.
Yeah. So, I mean, the problem with setting the game at this point is that Big Boss's story, the guy you play as, is basically finished by Peace Walker. and I kind of get the sense that Hideo Kojima just kind of wanted to make an open world Metal Gear game at some point, and just kind of thought up a reasoning behind it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm okay with that.
So it's just kind of tying loose ends.
Kind of, yeah, anyways. Yeah. Like I'm perfectly fine with that because I loved the game.
Yeah.
For the main missions, the side missions are kind of shit.
Story-wise,
well, to be fair, isn't there like 200?
151.
Yeah.
Some of them lead it, like I'd say about 10 of them lead into story stuff.
Yeah.
But the majority of them are just go to this place,
extract a guy,
or extract a prisoner.
Oh,
change it up.
He won't fight you back.
Attack your own pants.
Or like eliminate the tank unit. Capture this thing. Like it's just
become a Metal Gear.
Well,
it's like so. Some of them are kind of repetitive.
Very, very repetitive.
Yeah,
like
Gear Metal.
Oh, and shut up. So there'll be like
so it becomes Assassin's Creed 1.
Kind of, yeah.
Right.
You see, any story, see a book, movie, game that has that element of like, oh, this is how it ends. Now revert to the beginning and play to this point. You're kind of sitting there going like, yeah, but I know how the fucker dies. Like, I know how it ends.
I don't want to see him get the plans for the fucking Death Star. Who wants to watch this fucking movie?
Nobody wants to be given the plot point at the end and go, oh, here's the beginning. Find out what happens in between. Piss off, like.
Okay. By the way, can I just address the Metal Gear to Metal Gear Solid difference?
Okay. So I'd love to hear this. Like, this is gold to me.
Yeah, this is shit you don't actually know.
Oh no, I have a clue.
So timeline in the 80s. There was this game called Metal Gear. It was like... oh, why you give me that look?
Just love you.
Ah, cool. So at the time, stealth games weren't really a thing. Like, it was all just shooters and platformers.
That's not true. Sure, if your parents told you to go to bed and you snuck down and play games, that was a stealth game.
Oh, shut up. So basically, Metal Gear set the precedent for, actual stealth in video games. It was on MSX.
And then it was on MSX.
It was on MSX originally. Then it was ported to the NES.
Wasn't Splinter Cell around at that rough time?
No, so that's PS1.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Splinter Cells were like early 90s.
No, Splinter Cell was PS2.
No, it was a PS1 Splinter Cell game.
Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was like early 90s.
No, you're high as a god.
No, man.
You are high
Probably.
No, man.
What I mean,
Splinter Cell. I put €20 that there's this PS1 Splinter Cell game.
I need 20 bucks.
If you want to shake on it. Ah, not shake my hand! Not shake my hand!
Okay, time out. I need to look this shit up.
Oh! Did I just win 20 yo-yos?
If I
Oh no! Oh no! I just fucked it up! Oh no!
You
did! No! I'm taking a siphon filter!
No, you did!
No!
You're dead, son! 20 bucks!
Yeah, first Splinter Cell game.
And it's on record!
PS2.
No!
Colin, that was me, €20.
Next episode, if Niall gets his €20.
Colin. Xbox, Windows, PS2, GameCube, and Mac OS.
Shit!
Yay.
Oh no. I was thinking a siphon filter.
You sure? I know you are.
Dicks.
And time.
Whatever, you owe me money for Copperburns. Shit.
Trying to weasel out of it, are we, Colin?
Where's my money for Copperburns?
You never asked for it.
Your fucking game here. Lara Croft is missing in Egypt, presumed dead. Those closest to her gather together at the Croft estate on a grey, rainy day for a memorial service in her honor. Afterwards, the friends sit quietly together in the study of the Croft mansion and reminisce about Lara's past exploits that have until now remained a secret. This game features new insights into the past adventures of Lara, four new and unique scenarios that reveal more information about her and other famous Tomb Raider characters. This game features new features and abilities. Lara has new moves and animations, including hand-to-hand combat, stealth moves, and a new search facility. Make wider use of the inventory system to combine and use weapons and items, such as the new grappling hook gun. That's Tomb Raider Chronicles, that you can buy it today. It's the hit 2000 game. Y2K, we're all gonna die. Snake.
Try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
I was going to say CQC
Yeah.
instead of hand-to-hand combat, but I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Just bopped the mic there, sorry.
Man, that was a great game.
Snake Eater.
Yeah.
It's one of my like top 5 games of all time. Up there with Crash 2,
Crash 3,
Snake Eater,
Crash 1.
Snake Eater, and fucking
Jacking myself off.
Final Fantasy 9 and jacking myself off.
Best game.
Straight up jacking my ween. Jacking my ween. It's what I was gonna say. Alright, fuck it. I did an ad read for Tomb Raider Chronicles. Just because, do an ad read for every...
No, stop doing ad reads.
A Tomb Raider game every Ducati motorcycles. Ducati.
Ducati.
Yeah, Ducati. DLC came out for the
Ducati.
For Tomb Raider Chronicles?
No, for the
Tomb Raider, and it's just in Tomb Raider Chronicles DLC announced. Eidos Interactive just hit us up right now, and they said, "Hey, we got a
stop calling me
major scoop." They said, "Hey, yo, what up?" Tantalus Podcast.
Hey, yo, what up?
He
this
said,
isn't us.
Hey, yo, TP, here's some shit you don't have to wipe. Tomb Raider fucking Chronicles DLC. This just in right fucking now, y'all. Right fucking using y'all now. I was talking about Metal Gear.
Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 came out in the MSX in the 80s and early 90s. I think the early 90s for Metal Gear 2. Whatever. And then 1998 Metal Gear Solid came out. And then that's basically where the whole plot thread picks up. Like, that's where they use most of their stuff to this day. Like, the stuff from Metal Gear 1 and 2 aren't really used at all.
Yeah.
The only thing I ever hear about is Snake Eater was the best game of all time. That's all I know about
It's really fucking good.
I mean, I heard that. Colin said it about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, Twitter, like any YouTube video, it's like top 50 games of all time. Like number 1 is always Snake Eater.
Fucking, it always. Literally is up there in my top 5.
Like, well, except for
legitimately in my top 10.
except for the gobshite now, when it was like GTA 5 is the best game.
Own people are allowed to have opinions.
I hate GTA.
You hate GTA.
Yeah, but see, 5 minutes GTA 5.
Yeah, alright, fuck off.
I played GTA 5 minutes.
No, I just don't like the fact that like it's a brand new game and it's overshadowing everything that's ever come into gaming.
So but not necessarily. Like there's games.
Hang on.
Yeah, but like you love fucking The Witcher 3.
I wouldn't say it's better than like I wouldn't literally.
I'm not saying it's better than GTA or vice versa.
Do you know what I mean? Like if I had a YouTube channel and I made a video every week of like top 10, games of. 2016, whatever. Like, I wouldn't have
2013.
I wouldn't have a GTA title as number 1 every single time. But that seems to happen with majority of those lists. It's always like, GTA is like, it's a good game. Graphics are nice.
Don't think you just like the game. I think you just like it because it's popular. If I'm honest,
I'm a bit hipstery with it.
Yeah,
like I'm a bit spited and scornful with the fact that like there's other games out there that deserve more credibility than that, I think.
Okay, sure. Do those games have the same marketing budget? No. And, like, you can't realistically expect people to find a game that some guy in a hole in a wall made. It's just not realistic.
Like, they have a repertoire of games like that have done well, and that's obviously why they stick.
Part of the fact they've done well for themselves, I don't think that GTA 5 in a list of the best games of the last 20 years, I don't think GTA 5 overshadows a Dragon Age game, a Final Fantasy game, a Dark Souls game. I don't think it overshadows the amount of depth and customization and story and lore that's in these games that are meticulously designed rather than I'm going to shoot up New York.
Stop right there. If you think GTA 5 is not meticulously designed, you are flat out wrong.
That's true.
Okay, that was a bad word.
Like it has a very intricate and well thought out story, and also like it's fun. Sticking around's fun. Multiplayer's fun.
I got to concede to this purely for the fact that if I continue, I'm going to shoot myself in the foot. Purely for the fact that I haven't played that much.
That's true.
To be honest, Owen, you shot yourself in the foot last month, and I noticed it when I was re-listening to the podcast. I'm going to stop. Like, so I brought this up. So I brought this up last month. Yay! Sorry, last time I was over here. So, last month on the podcast, you were very critical about a certain Zelda game that was coming out.
Flashback.
Sell this to me. What's new from the Wii version, not the GameCube version? What's new? What new game?
You can get an all new nostalgia boner.
Yeah.
You get an amiibo, which gives you one extra dungeon. It's the same game with a nice little figurine.
Okay. So, what game did you buy not too long ago for your PS4 own?
I bought Unravel and I bought Peaceful.
What on-disc game did you buy for your PS4 not too long ago, Owen?
Fuck off, man.
Owen bought Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. And what came with the Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, Owen?
A demo for Final Fantasy 5. They said they were never going to release it solo and I wanted to play it.
But they were just sucking your dick, Owen. I believe those were your words.
They suck it well, Niall. The HD graphics suck it well. No teeth. You're a fucker. I don't listen to the last podcast, man. Don't do that to me. Fuck you.
Stop playing, will you?
Stop hitting, will you? Stop hitting at me, factoids. Oh, God. No.
So anyway, back to Metal Gear Solid 5.
Best blowjob I've ever had in my life.
Nice old gum job.
I enjoyed my dry hand job.
Okay. Yeah, it's a really good stealth game. If you haven't played it by now, you should probably play it. I mean, I'm
half an hour of shite. It's a really good game.
And that's why I don't want to get it full for my kids. You know,
it took me a minute and a half to thinking what the fuck was he talking about? What's a good stealth game? That was like, he's a thief. No, it's not.
Look, at this point, I'm too far gone from
meth. Not even once.
Thinking about stuff that's in my notes. Like, I beat the game earlier today.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil it because Colin's playing it now.
Thanks.
Worth it, though.
Yeah, I will say worth it.
Or even if I finish it was disappointed with it, I'd go see it.
Right. I'll challenge Niall's tyrannical ideology.
Your what?
Would you go back and try and get the trophies that you hadn't got from Metal Gear Solid 5?
I would.
Is it worth the replay value of going, I could get these?
A lot of it is...
I don't know what the trophies are.
Yeah, no. So a lot of it is like just, do all the things, capture all the animals.
Yeah. It's collectibles,
Yeah, probably not for those. But for the main missions, there's
stuff like
the S-rank things?
S-rank, for sneaking.
And there's side objectives as well, which have you play the missions in different ways.
Would you go back and do it?
I would do that, not for the trophy, but because I want to do it.
Okay, right. Stop you right there.
Okay.
That's why, not for platinuming. I never talked about platinuming. It was never about platinuming. It was about getting trophies. That's what me and Colin are saying. And yes, I'm dragging you down with me.
Sweet trophies.
That's why you go get trophies, because it's that little bit of challenge of, I beat the game. I could fucking do that, and I'd be willing to go back and do that. I'm playing Unravel right now, and the only thing I have to do to get a platinum trophy is do a no-death streak on all the levels.
Okay.
Especially
and it's worth it.
Especially if it is something like, say, Unravel, or even Uncharted has it as well. You could do level select. Yeah. You could just go dip in and out of a level. It's not like you have to play the whole game again.
If you have to do it 40 times over, you're not like, oh, fuck this every time. It's like, this is actually a nice little 20-minute run-through.
So a lot of achievements and trophies are... a lot of the harder ones are just collectathons.
Yeah, no, I'll give you... I'll always give you the one of, collect 800... when I did Far Cry Primal, it was get 180 collectible hand stones. Why? They don't do anything.
Yeah.
Why do I need...
For the trophy?
For the trophy,
just have to do it.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Can you do it? Okay, right. Surgeon Simulator. Those trophies, if you get one of those trophies, and it's hey, do S rank on all surgeries, you want to have the hands of God, or you want to be chewing your own elbows
actual
off.
surgeon.
Yeah, fuck off with that shit,
I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna get it.
If you get one of those fuckers, you're sitting there going hand to God, I'm gonna print this and frame it.
Okay, I don't mind challenge-based trophies in that sense, but collectibles and, replay the game is slightly...
We're making progress, folks. We're getting there.
No, but that's why, Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight is a game I absolutely love. It has... I think, if I could just take the control here, I think it has 6...
No.
I think it has 6... Beat the game. I don't even know. Have you even played it on this?
No, I haven't downloaded it.
Oh, well, there you go. But I may go into my thing.
Beat the game without dying. Beat the game. Beat the game without one shovel.
Beat the game without dying. Beat the game using only your shovel. Beat the game.
So it's beat the game 6 times for these.
It's like beat the game without spending any money. Beat the game. I think destroying all checkpoints.
Now
you can destroy it. By the way,
these trophies. Can you do all of them in one run if you're?
If you're the fucking king of games, because
if I'm Yugi,
certain games like The Witcher 3 has things where it's beat the game on easy mode or harder, beat the game on medium mode, beat the game on hardcore mode or harder. But if you do hardcore mode, if you play from the beginning and do it on hardcore mode, you'll get the whole lot of trophies in the world.
That's what me and Al did with the fucking Uncharted. We did crushing and it was like crushing, hard, normal, easy, very easy.
Is it like that, or is it like I'm going to have to go out of my...
No, if you're that good, of course you can get all 6 in one go, but no one's that good. But at the same time, if you did that...
Oh, it's an achievement. Jesus Christ, you'd frame it and fucking do it.
I thought I'd put it in my CV.
At the same time, before you get them, if you're looking at them as a trophy hunter and you're like, oh man, I want this, that's garbage.
For me, it comes down to, can I do this? Yeah, sure. Am I going to? Do I want to? Absolutely fucking not. That's why I never bothered getting all the achievements for Guitar Hero 2.
Yeah,
because it would mean I would have had to play through with the entire career set list 3 times more.
I'm in a lot of communities on PS4. Anybody who has a PS4 probably knows what the hell that is, but it's like a collective group of say if I went to Dark Souls community, it'd be 50 communities of different people collective that would post, and it's like a Facebook.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a Facebook group for separate games.
There'd be a bunch of them, but they're collective on the particular game or title or whatever.
Yeah,
but there's certain ones that I'm part of one that's a PS4 trophies, a particular one for trophy hunters.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people on it, it's not like, oh hey, I got this trophy. It's I downloaded this game to play it to get all trophies. I'm not playing the game.
I would never do
just collecting trophies.
I would never do that.
That to me, that brings I feel like that Cherokee Indian that looks over the garbage dump when I look at it.
single tear
I'm kind of sitting there going runs with bear feel bad about Metal Gear Solid being underinterpreted. You don't buy Screencheat and go, I'm going to sit here with 4 controllers of my own and play it. No. You go, we're going to get pissed out of our brains and play Screencheat and unlock 6 trophies by chance. You don't sit there and go, fuck the game, I'm just in there for the trophies. What's the point of buying it? You're paying to get achievements that don't do anything.
Yeah. Alright, so for the sake of brevity, shall we just...
pop off trophies.
Yeah. So just
love them.
Just one last thing from my notes.
Here we go.
Yeah,
you ran his notes.
No. So when I wrote, did you just read?
I just looked at Niall's notes at the very bottom.
Yeah, that's okay.
Never look at the notes.
Okay,
never look at the notes.
Well, I probably shouldn't look at for Metal Gear.
No, there's no story spoilers.
Okay.
Here. So I wrote these down earlier today when I was 2 or 3 missions from the end, and I was like, so I've just finished mission blah. I'm nearly finished.
Blah.
I'm just about done. And then I finished the game. I was like, yeah, sure, just end that. Just, JK, beat the game earlier. It was fucking weird. Then in all caps, bold. Don't be a dick about spoiling the game. Raygun still hasn't played it.
Show me these notes. I want to do a satirical reading of Niall's notes.
No, but just no, don't read them all.
Podcast notes for 31st of March podcast. A reading from Niall Murphy's notes. Excerpt, March 2016. Title 1. What the fuck did I even play? Excerpt 1. Metal Gear Solid 5. And lots of it. Pretty much the only game I played this month outside of LOL and Ball. Maybe talk about Ball.
Binding of Isaac. BOI.
Boy! Yeah! LOL boy!
The highest rated note from this expert of Niall Murphy's notes. A collection titled What the fuck did I even play this month? by the author, Niall Murphy.
How are you?
JK beat the game earlier. It was fucking weird. Don't be a dick about spoiling the game. Rayguns hasn't played it yet. Spastic.
I didn't say that.
This has been a reading of Notes by Niall Murphy. Thank you very much.
I'm pretty sure one of the words excerpt, you said expert.
Yeah.
Yeah, that good, did you?
Yeah.
Boy, that's dramatic, lads.
Right.
Hey, bruv.
Shall we move on to what the fuck even happened this month?
All right.
This is my favourite sequel to anything.
What the fuck did even happen this month? No.
So, as of yesterday, Final Fantasy 15 now has a release date and a demo.
Wait.
Platinum demo.
Can it really be a Final Fantasy if there's 15 of them?
Oh, fucking shut up, boy. You're fucking 5 years old.
No, Owen, they've been lying to you all this time.
That's why the 1916 Rising happened, lads.
Fucking fools.
No, yeah, the conference was this month. I missed that. You know what the worst thing about that was? I set 3 alarms yesterday, right? And my phone was going off like, and I was going, what the fuck is this timer for? And then it'd go off 10 minutes later. I'm sitting there going, what the fuck is going on my phone?
That's why you leave a note on your alarms.
Yeah, but like my thing doesn't have that. But Niall messages me today going, so lads, this came out. And I sat there going, oh yeah. Inside I was like, you fucking dickhead.
Right. So the game's coming out on the 30th of September.
Yeah.
Exciting.
So hooray this year.
Yeah. How long have they put that off now? It's announced what? 2013?
No, this was originally Versus 13.
Yeah, it was Versus 13.
So this was announced in like 2006.
Was it?
Something like that. This was originally meant to be PS3.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah, because
you're waiting as long.
Yeah,
I just
realized that, yeah, because fucking Final Fantasy 13 came out pretty much quite a little bit after I got my PlayStation. Yeah. First PlayStation 3.
Jesus.
Yeah, that came out in 2005. That came out in 2005.
It got delayed to fuck.
Jesus.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts 3 is 8 years this year we're waiting on.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 15, well, Versus 13 is
they renamed
decade this year.
Please
don't be a Duke Nukem.
No, they scrapped a lot of the stuff they did 3 years ago or so.
Well, yeah. Even the E3 trailers are pretty much redundant.
Yeah. So there's going to be a 5-part anime prequel story, which is really fucking bizarre for video games.
So long as the game isn't a 5-part anything, I could give a fuck.
Manager.
It's more story. So I will say, so for the trailers that they released, the part that I have liked the most is just like the small character moments between the characters.
Yeah, we were speaking about this earlier on.
Yeah. Like all the stuff about saving the world and reclaiming your throne.
It's a bit done.
It's been played out, yeah.
Not even in a Final Fantasy aspect, in RPGs and gaming and to a whole.
Stories.
It's everything nowadays is kind of like, you're the hero, save the world.
Yeah.
Why? I've done that fucking 5 times this week.
Yeah, like just have an owl road trip with 3 of my friends.
With the boys.
And like you said, like the little moments where they're pushing the car, or they're in like a diner playing pinball and
just
stuff like that.
Bits. Not even character progression, just like, hey, they actually have lives outside of hack and slash.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to the most, just the small character moments.
You're seeing a bit through rose glasses of mine there, Niall. A bit of the story.
Yeah, it smells like shit right
I know, yeah. It's a bit weird for you, isn't it?
There's some sort of shooter game for phones as well coming out for it. I just saw like a quick clip of it.
Oh, fuck. I read about this on the subreddit for it. What the hell?
Yeah, there we go.
Justice Monster 5.
Okay, so it's called
fucking pinball.
So it's called Justice Monster 5. Like, looking at it now,
if I just like a mini game tie-in.
Yeah, basically.
Phone game.
Oh my god! You know what this looks like? Square released an iOS and Android title. It's like a VN shooter. Blast them up minigame thing. Oh god, what the hell is it called?
I mean, look, this just looks weird as dicks right now.
Weird as dicks.
Yeah.
Justice Monster 5!
I mean, look, it's some sort of a tie-in with
Final Fantasy 15 story.
So
I mean, can't go wrong.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be free to download.
Probably will be, yeah.
Most of their shit is on the
and there's also a CG movie called
so excited for that.
Called Kingsglaive.
Also included in the deluxe edition and collection edition of the game. Which is very nice.
I have a note about that. So the movie
has Sean Bean and Aaron Paul.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? Sean Bean go down probably.
Sean Bean's in a load of voiceover games lately.
I think Lena Headey.
Seen Bean.
Cersei from Game of Thrones is in it as well.
Oh, Jesus, lads.
Lena Headey?
Yeah.
Lena Headey,
yeah.
man.
So shaved her head, got her tits out. Season 5.
Shame.
Good talk, Owen. Good talk.
So that's, as far as I can tell, that's the most amount of content they're going to be releasing for the thing.
Yeah.
Like
not just a game, 800 other things.
No, there's
transmedia.
Kingsglaive. There's the iOS game.
The iOS game,
the anime.
Yeah. All the things I mentioned.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you mention the anime.
And the first thing you mentioned.
And the demos.
Yeah. So,
and the fan art.
So, the game itself is like, a game in terms of price. There's also the Ultimate Collector's Edition.
Yeah.
It was out, features a whole bunch of shit. I mean, you're smart people, look it up. For what shit it is, honestly, it would take too long for me to explain because I can't remember it.
Yeah. Just laughing at that fucker in the background that's going, don't tell me what I am. Maybe I'm not smart.
Yeah, I believe in you. So anyway, that's $270.
Yep. It's probably about 350.
It's 307 euro.
Jesus.
I'd say probably
going to be 310.
I'd say maybe
3 or 310.
I'd say maybe even 320 or 350 euro. They easily could jump that.
But yeah, in terms of exchanges, we usually get screwed here.
Yeah, they easily could jump that up to 350.
Yeah. There's also like a deluxe edition, which is for $90.
Yeah, that's going to be 90 to 99 euro roughly.
Yeah, I would say so.
Cash money, girl.
The game, art book, and Kingsglaive as Blu-ray.
Yeah. So other than the deluxe edition, there's the regular edition, which is the game.
Boring. Sorry.
So yeah, I'm pretty I've played the demo.
I have not played the demo, but I can't.
I played the original demo.
I'm looking forward to the fucking.
Oh, that's cool. We haven't played anything. Haven't played the demo. Have played 2 demos.
Yeah. So the combat is
peeing. Go on.
It's the controls are a bit weird, but
for the first or second demo.
For the new one.
Okay. As opposed to the first demo's controls being
worse.
Alright.
My first demo, we were talking about episode Duscae, the thing that came with the Final Fantasy Type 0. What, Duscae? Oh, fucking no. Fucking Dusky.
You would.
Dusky.
Yeah.
I quite like the controls of the first demo, to be honest.
It's a bit.
Although, again, haven't played the second demo.
Anyway, so I'm pretty fucking excited for this game.
Yeah.
From controls, what happened?
No, just for everything. Honestly.
Oh yeah, since the initial trailers,
this is nearly 10 years in the making.
This is an odd twist of fate here.
I'm excited for something.
Niall doesn't get hype for anything.
Oh yeah,
Niall is Niall. I hope the anti-military crap on the tracks of the hype train.
I'm glad it doesn't look like a fucking hallway.
Colin's living the real dream.
To be fair, that shit was wacky tack.
But I mean,
that's why I didn't finish Final Fantasy 13. I just got sick of it. Also, my PS3 got the yellow light.
Final Fantasy 13 had a point of being like, I'm not getting into this.
No, it gets good after 20 hours, guys.
There was a point to it being linear and then expanding. That was the whole point.
I get the idea. Okay,
the concept was that
you were fugitives.
No, yeah, but it's how the characters felt as a whole. Where while you were up in that whole cocoon, I can't even remember that damn game. That cocoon ass fucking world shit. Look, you were in a hallway because you were captive. You were trying to escape. You had one linear path to get to when it was escape. You get down to the world, you're free as fuck. The concept works. As much as people didn't like it.
But it took way too long to get there.
Did it? Yeah, but did it though?
Okay, tell you what. We're discussing something that's been discussed to death, and it's like 7 years at this point.
Yeah, so I mean, in short, fuck that game! Final Fantasy 15! So much better! Woo!
It's going to be fantastic.
I actually found myself, alright, just don't play into the hype too much, Niall, earlier on, when I was just watching all the trailers and stuff. I'm excited.
If you're telling us about it, for you, that's playing into the hype too.
I know.
I've never heard you go, oh my god, it's not released yet. I'm excited for it.
Well, to be fair,
when you walked in this room and went, I'm excited for the release, actually, my heart went,
what?
We're in, this is a coma theory.
Is this a padded cell?
So moving on from FF15.
Is this like leading up to the point where you tell us we're being sponsored? Is that what's going on?
Is this
because I remember the first episode Niall said, and I quote, "They can pay me to change their opinion."
I fucking
directed
wish.
at Square Enix. And all
wish.
of a sudden, Niall's on a hype train.
Did you plan your own intervention, Niall?
Let me look at your pockets, Niall. Let's see what kind of dollar bills you got.
Okay, so moving on from 15. No Man's Sky has a release date now for...
yeah, it has a collector's edition also.
Sidebar. Cool.
It's not like pay $300. It's like 20 quid more than the regular edition. It comes with a bunch of art books and stuff, and it's not like, hey, there's only 30,000 pieces. There's a bunch of them.
So it's out on the 21st of June.
Looks fantastic. Another thing I'm very excited for.
I'm
skeptical,
unimpressed by literally everything I've seen of this game.
Really?
Yeah. It looks like just a walk around on planets and maybe find a thing.
Cynical.
I don't know.
Fuck.
To be fair, everything I've seen about this game is like no hype or it's all hype. All hype
no
and
substance.
no actual like.
It's ridiculous.
I don't know.
This is a game made for RPG lovers.
Nah,
it's not even. There's no story. Essentially, like
so how can you like it, Mr. Story?
Yeah, exactly. So if I like it, there must be something here. You have infinite numbers of planets.
I guarantee you it's not
wildlife. It's relatively infinite.
Okay,
it's like when they made that film Lesbian Vampire Killers, and they haven't even made the film, and they funded it on name alone.
Imagine you just put yourself in your baby gamer shoes for a minute and have a world that's
baby games
completely open to exploration.
He said,
it literally. You know when games go, you can play it the way you want within these 6 categories. This is you can play it the way you want.
I guarantee you there are a few categories you can.
I guarantee you there are, but I guarantee you it's in the like hundreds.
I guarantee you are wrong.
I guarantee you will whoop your ass in a minute.
I guarantee you'll lose.
All right, look, you can explore, you can cultivate, you can name shit, you can just go murdering sprees. There's a lot, even from trailers, there is a lot you can do in these games, especially it's a pretty small time dev team, and for what they've accomplished, it looks pretty impressive. Like, all right, fair enough. Look, I'll throw my hands up, and if it's bad when it comes out, I'll go on podcast and I'll put myself on blast.
Okay.
But to be fair, right now, not even hype train, because there's a lot of other things that are taking up my time. I'm excited for it, sure. Not that invested in it, because it's kind of, they announced it and then they were silent about it for so long, and I kind of got a bit like, it'll come out when it comes out. But I don't know, this one, it looks exciting, just for what it is, because there's a few games like it. It's not like, this has never been done before. But to the broad aspect that it is, or that it looks like, to be completely fair with it, there's not a whole lot like it. You have the whole kind of, there's an RTS, like EVE Online, where you're kind of shooting up battleships and you're in space, like an RTS type thing. Then you can go straight down on the planets and stuff. I mean, play it RPG style, play it first-person shooter style.
If I had to imagine what would happen if you go down the planets, there'll be some trees, some more trees,
have you
and some more trees.
Trailers or gameplay trailers?
I guarantee you that there won't be that much to do. There probably won't be.
Seems like a lot already.
Don't base your opinions on trailers.
I know that's a bit that's like
when they say you could go to any one of these planets, but we'll go to this one for today.
Yeah, no,
that's something interesting.
Yeah, I know there's a bit of a sell point on trailers, but I don't know. It looks worth a buy. It looks worth a look at least. It looks interesting.
Honestly, at this point, all gaming media seems to have just hopped onto the hype train for this game.
Relax, I'm getting it digital, so you want to pay for it.
I'm not downloading your fucking games. No, I guarantee you that all the reviewers will give it like 9s and 10s.
Look,
just for hype trains alone.
Dipping back to an earlier hour-long ramble, every reviewer I've seen, except for Zero Punctuation, every single review I've seen, Metacritic and everything, has given Salt and Sanctuary a 9 out of 10. 9.5 in some cases.
Opinions, man.
No, I don't have a problem with opinions. I've never been an oppressor of opinions. I have no problem with it. There's no way that a game goes to the extent of, wow, everyone thinks together that it's a 9 or 9.5. There's no, there's no 2s or 3s.
Mass Effect 3.
Look, that and what that game turned out to be, garbage.
No, what was the City Builder from EA? a year or two ago. Colin? Oh, SimCity.
Oh, SimCity.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that got really high review scores. Then
SimCity actually isn't that. If it's your type of game, but I mean,
no, but on launch it was fucked.
Yeah, but
because it was all online.
That's my problem. Is this game isn't out that long, so it's still technically on launch, and it's all 9 and 9.5. And my problem with it is, I think it's more, Star Studios, you're a 2-man team. Hey, good job. Here's a 9.5. Instead of like, look, your game could use some work.
Okay, well,
it's not like do your shit.
Okay.
It's like, hey, good job. You did it.
For the sake of Owen doesn't like Salt and Sanctuary. Owen doesn't like Salt and Sanctuary.
Fair
for the sake of brevity, I think we should move on.
Yeah, no, I'm biased on it, but
I've said it 3 times.
I'm just saying, reviews are not a thing to base your games off.
Yeah, okay. Lionhead Studios, the guys who made the Fable series,
that's a stab in the heart of gamers.
Closed.
Microsoft closed them.
Yeah.
And Fable Legends was like...
It was cancelled.
Yeah, no, obviously, guys, it was fucking... The studio closed down. What do you think was going to happen?
They could have handed it off to another dev team.
Yeah.
It's happened before.
Yeah, it's happened before. Now, Arkham Knight.
Yeah, what about it?
The PC version was handed off to what? Another dev team. And had to be recalled.
A rat in a garbage can. I don't know.
The game was developed by Rocksteady. The port was given over to another team.
Okay, alright. You got me on that one.
Yeah.
Look, if you're going to release a game, especially one as anticipated as Fable Legends, don't hand your even if you're a studio closes, you're not going to hand it off to a dev team like that. Especially Fable Legends, Fable as a series has been one of those things it's a Lionhead Studios game. Fable, Lionhead. It just goes together like bread and butter. You're not going to hand that off to anyone. If your studio goes down, you bring your title with it. Captainship. But the fact that studio closed down, and there's not a... I mean, there is like, hey, look, this is what happened. But I mean, there's not a whole lot of depth in like, okay, this is like tale for tale why we're closing it. It's a bit of a stab in the heart of gamers. I mean, not so much PlayStation gamers. PC and Xbox gamers, it's a bit of a kick in the nuts. I mean, Fable's kind of like, I mean, especially for, us three, but we're 90s odd gamers. You guys have played a Fable title at some stage in your life. I mean, it's an integral part of RPG gamers' kind of backstory. It's got roots with nearly anyone who's played an RPG gamer probably has roots with a Fable game from our era. I mean, Fable Legends was kind of like, hey, here's our next gen Fable, and now it's kind of like, we've seen so many trailers, there was so much hype, and then it's just swept from under us. And it's not even like, hey, Lionhead, what the fuck are you doing? Fuck you. It's just sad to see a studio that's been going so long, has such a fan base, and has such roots with hardcore veteran gamers from this day and age close. Just so suddenly and so swiftly. I mean, I understand, your company goes bust, there's nothing you can do. You can Kickstarter all you want. It's not that easy to keep a company afloat that's going under. But I mean... it's just it's sad to see. It's an awful thing to see Lionhead of all studios shut down, and especially with a title in the works that was gonna, it was gonna be the Fable of this generation, and it's an awful thing to see for a company like that. And I don't know, it's a little bit of a tearjerker for me because I'm a man of RPGs and I like Lionhead. It's got roots with me from way back in the day, and I am definitely sad to see it close.
Games!
I have a rebuttal.
The death of games.
Of course you do, you have to.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I also, it sucks that people lost their jobs, obviously.
Yeah.
And if Lionhead closed.
Yeah.
Because that's us people making games now. But I don't think Fable is that hot a property anymore. I don't think Fable Legends was that anticipated. Because since Fable 3...
Yeah, that's fair.
The series has kind of been in the shitter.
Okay, thorn in the foot.
Just a bit. It's unfortunate, but, if the game wasn't going to sell...
For me, it's more of a nostalgia point.
Yeah, but from a business perspective...
Oh, yeah. It's
if they're not going to make money...
It's it is redundant to keep them open. No, I understand that.
You're not a charity.
That's why I'm not going it's bullshit. But it's just sad to see, because they're just such a... They're a name to know in RPG gaming,
Let's see. Overwatch has a release date for the 24th of May.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Should we mention the...
No.
It's good that it has a release date.
Yep.
I'm very excited for it.
Yep. I'm not going to be playing on PS4.
You're on PC.
It's a shooter, like I said last time.
PC, mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Controller.
So Rocket League is getting cross-play between PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Jesus, it is about time that shit happened.
Like, it's like...
That's a long time coming.
Like, it's weird.
Not even for Rocket League, for everything.
No, yeah, it's weird. Like, such a small game initially is the one that...
That's the like an indie flagship game. For
it's not even a mainstream game. Like,
and like I mean, like probably people haven't brought it up, but I mean, it's kind of in everyone's mind. I imagine like, why the hell can't I play Screencheat with the people on Xbox or PC? What's the fucking difference? It's the same damn game. How much coding is in it to go? Well, hey, you can't play with people on Xbox because it's a different name on the console.
No, it's. I would imagine there is some sort of coding magic you have to do to get people. If
I can play MMOs on my goddamn phone with people who have the iOS version.
No. Like, it's because that was coded to work like that. The Xbox and PS4, thank God, the PS4 weren't coded to work in tandem with each other. They were coded to work by themselves.
But what I'm saying is, how difficult can it be to rearrange it to make them
It's
work?
probably I don't mean this as an insult. It's probably a lot harder than you think.
Really?
It probably is.
Doesn't seem. I mean, like just for the fact that like it would be the same game, same controls. It's just the different servers.
No, it's just.
I'm probably fucking underestimating the whole thing. But I mean, it's just. It seems like such a simplistic thing that should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, well, no, it's good.
Not even for PC.
It's good that something is happening about that sort of shit.
Well, good on your Rocket League.
Yeah,
happened. I mean, the thing.
Great game.
Game of the year, it was the best-selling game on PlayStation Store for 20 weeks in a row at one stage.
That's nice. Crazy.
Yeah, and now this. So
Rocket League is also getting a basketball mode.
Yeah. What?
So instead of goals, you have a hoop above the ground.
I might add, in the very beginning of all this, I was completely against Rocket League. And the two of you, you
were like, car football, what the fuck?
Yeah, the two of them will make the point now, which is fair enough. I was completely biased against I hadn't even played it. I was like, fuck this! This is like FIFA with wheels.
Maybe we should play GTA 5 there.
But I'm going to go fuck yourself. No, I didn't even give it a shot. I was forced. She was like, maybe download it. And then I went to the bathroom and Colin had it downloaded on my goddamn PS4.
Yay!
But we played it. It was pretty fun. And actually now we play it quite a bit. And
so much fun.
I will concede the same way that Niall's made a couple of points out about different games, like GTA 5. That's why I gave up for a shot myself.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying? You're saying, what was it?
It's a good game, and I will give up the point that maybe if I try some things, I will enjoy them. But it is, I mean, it's earned its title of, best-selling game for 20 weeks in a row, and it's
a gay old time.
It's only fair that it gets the the crossplay thing, and
Flintstones definitely.
Jesus Christ, for an indie game that's like, no offense to it,
it's a
shitty little car game with football.
How dare you?
The amount of updating going on in that fucker surpasses anything
I guarantee you they have made a lot of
It got a Batman's v Suppy Man's car.
Yeah, but look at that, right? That game came out as a PS Plus game initially.
No, it came out as a PC game initially.
No, but I mean, console edition.
Actually, so for when a game gets released on PS Plus...
Oh, they still get paid?
No, yeah. Like, it's not like...
No, I no, that's not the point I'm making. But it's just kind of like that, like, I don't have to pay for it, like, as if, like, if I had to pay for it, I might not have got it.
Yeah.
For the amount of people that, like, got it for nothing, air quotes, it's beyond me where, like, it's that stigma of, like, I got it for nothing.
But you didn't.
Which you're like, you didn't, but, like, why would I update that much for you when you're not really that invested that you wouldn't pay for it after the PS Plus is gone? Rocket League, like, majority of its downloads more than likely were the PS Plus thing on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I don't know about Xbox Gold, but I know PlayStation. Majority of its downloads were more than likely the PS Plus download.
Yeah.
And they keep that shit up to date and fresh.
Yeah, it has like 4 DLC packs now. Like, 4 or 5, I don't know.
But even beyond that, there's like the new modes that went into it.
There was ones that are free, and then there's the updated maps, the Wasteland thing.
And ice mode.
Yeah, like the Rocket Labs thing. I mean, Jesus, like, I've never seen a game try and stay that fresh for the amount of people that, again, air quotes, didn't buy it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, one final thing I have. Diablo 2 got a patch update.
What?
Yeah.
Diablo 2?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah. This is the first time in years.
Please tell me this isn't another cow level.
No, it was like an actual thing. I'm not sure when the last update was, but like, there's just a thing I saw.
This is breaking my mind.
I it's cool that like...
Did Diablo 3 get a patch update?
I mean, Diablo 3 is always getting a patch update, but Diablo 2 got a patch update. That's
How old is that game?
Old. Quite old.
Doesn't have it in the notes. Hasn't researched properly.
It must be like 10 years old.
It's got to be a decade old.
2000.
It's 60. It's almost 2 decades old and I got a patch update.
That's fucking awesome.
For what? It's class, but for what?
I couldn't tell you. I didn't look it up that hard down.
Jesus.
Right.
Great time.
So that's all I have for news. What the fuck is even coming out this month?
Oh.
Okay. So Quantum Break, the old time traveling shooting.
Not looking forward to it.
But you get to play as Iceman.
Looks like a HD Super Shot.
You get to play as Iceman.
You made a game of Quantum
and you get to play as Iceman though.
HD Super Shot.
The TV show.
It comes out on the 5th. It's it's a big budget time traveling shooter.
It's a big budget waste of money.
Dark Souls 3 coming out on the 12th.
Coming out on the 12th.
Literally no one.
Shall we?
Literally no one is going to play that. Oh, or the bollocks with.
Well, this ties into why literally no one's going to play it.
You said Dark Souls 3, no one's going to play it.
Yeah.
Why is no one going to play it?
How about you take a seat back here and let the pros handle it?
That was actually a joke, Colin.
I don't think it's a joke. I think that's pretty serious. The amount of worldwide releases. Do you know why nobody's going to be playing it on the 12th? It's because there's a workaround. No, it's not a worldwide release for one thing, which is the most ridiculous. Like, From Soft, if you're listening, I love
It's current year.
It's 2016. What the fuck happened to a worldwide release for a title? For a title from a series that's so renowned. Everyone has that name in the back of their tongue somewhere for that genre. Everyone knows a Souls game, a Souls brand, From Software. Everyone knows that shit. How do you go, you know what, no, we won't do a worldwide release. Give it to the Japs first and then go, a month later.
You can't say that word.
The hell I can. A month later, we'll give it to the rest of the world. Not only have the Japs played it.
Owen, please.
You can't say that one.
To death. Right?
Look, you're just doing this intentionally.
But you know what, right? They've played it to death. I haven't seen one spoiler from a Japanese brand of that game. Not on Tumblr, which is the hotbed of spoilers.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to do 3 in a row, guys. I haven't seen one spoiler from a Japanese brand of that game. Not on Tumblr, which is a hotbed of spoilers. Not on Twitter, which is another hotbed of spoilers. Nowhere. But there's a workaround on the Xbox One version where you can basically go on the
Japanese store, pay in yen, then just change your settings back to North America or whatever.
Gives you the English language and everything.
Yeah, like
there's no hang up.
Like I would say
it's an unpatched version.
Yeah,
I'm doing bunny quotes.
This is something to do with physical retailers delaying the release for some reason.
Garbage.
Oh yeah, no. But like physical retailers have been doing this for years.
But it's a garbage idea. Why would you hold out from the rest of the world? What do you gain from?
Look, I couldn't tell you. There are people a lot smarter than me working in those.
Fair enough. From Software is a Japanese company. The Japanese are entitled it first. That's fine. I have no problem with that. It's it's their company, it's their country, it's their game. Totally fine. No hard feelings. Give it to us a week later.
Yeah.
Don't wait. What, a month and 4 days? Don't do that.
It came out in Japan on the 30th. The 24th.
Was it?
Yeah, the 24th.
14th.
Well, still, it's bullshit that it happened. It sucks. But, I mean, what can you do?
But see, the problem isn't that it's not the worldwide release even. It's the fact that, now because everyone knows about the workaround, there are so many spoilers all over the internet that, like I said to you guys earlier on, IGN Snapchat yesterday was literally titled, and the video is I think it's 6 minutes long. Didn't watch it for my own peace of mind. Every Dark Souls 3 boss so far.
Well, I mean, your first problem was being subscribed to IGN.
I don't. It's on the Snapchat story already. But
your first problem was looking at it.
But no, I didn't look. But I'm just saying, why in the name of God would you go, hey, you know what? This game isn't out yet. Let's tell everyone every single boss that's in it.
Yeah.
Now, the point to be made, you don't have to watch it. Fair enough. But I mean, don't post it. It's not out yet.
I mean, you gotta get hit somehow, man.
Look, the Dark Souls 2 app, if you have it on your PlayStation 4 right now, go into it, drop down one thing. Dark Souls 3 comes up as a little banner. Best RPG 2016. It's not out yet.
From Gamescom.
If you want to write that in Japanese, I'll forgive you. It's in English. It's not out yet.
Okay. Oh, well, look. I'm going to be buying it. Owen's probably going to be buying it.
I'm getting the damn collector's edition for fucking €140 with a figurine in it.
I was figuring...
I'm still pissed.
I was figuring you would not buy it out of protest at this point.
Fuck off.
Colin, you're...
I'll probably buy it. I enjoy Bloodborne. I know it's not like Bloodborne, it's a whole different thing, but I enjoy Bloodborne, so I might get this.
Speaking of Bloodborne, we've been looking to play 3-player of that for fucking a year. Well, you haven't. No, we have.
About... Yeah, I don't know.
It's taken us since November last year to get Colin to rom the vacuous spider. Oh, this can be the future, Colin.
Was it?
You're still a dickhead.
Was it rom vacuous spider? No, I got to.
You're not even at rom yet.
No, we got to
Bargainworth. We haven't fought rom yet.
No, we're the 3 people. Shadows of
which is before Rom.
Oh, Shadows of
Yarnum. Central Yarnum. By the pyre.
By the year later.
Okay. So Ratchet and Clank.
Not playing it.
Yeah, I'm not going to
buy it. You know why?
Go on.
Take a guess.
They told
Bella Thorne.
We're talking about Ratchet and Clank, by the way, which is come out of the 12th.
Bella Thorne.
I don't know who that is.
She's an actress.
Okay.
She has a voice. She's a VA part in Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
Like the girl as an actress. She made... There was I think it was the Golden Joysticks. I'm not entirely sure. It was either PAX or Golden Joysticks. Someone, if
some media
to
event.
It, can correct me on it.
Yeah.
It was some gaming media outlet. She made quite the stab at gamers through someone who I'm not quite fond of, but still.
Ooh, who?
PewDiePie. Not a fan. But still, YouTube gamer.
Can I just say about PewDiePie? The guy himself, pretty cool.
Yeah.
PewDiePie, not a fan.
Yeah, I like the guy. I don't like the YouTuber.
Yeah.
But right, take PewDiePie. He's a YouTube gamer.
Yep.
He's a gamer. He plays games, as gamers do. This woman has a VA part in a game, in a well-known series of games.
What's her
name? Bella Thorne.
Okay.
No, is it Bella Thorne? Yeah, I think it is Bella Thorne.
It is. It said Bella.
She made a comment, I'm not exactly sure, quote for quote, what it was, but she ripped on PewDiePie as a gamer, as a YouTuber, at one thing, and then there was another comment she made to a press release about gamers when she's going to be part of one of the most nostalgic game series.
Yeah, from PlayStation 2. Yeah.
Now, I'm not being like, ooh, start a big riot and a protest and don't buy Ratchet Clank. Ratchet Clank deserves its players, it deserves its sales, and it deserves its money because it's put a hell of a lot of effort into it and it's a damn good game.
Yeah.
But
computers are hard, man. I'm just trying to put some.
But I'm
in a typo. Made me laugh. Sorry.
I'm not going to buy it purely because if you can put someone who, like, okay, right. I don't think it's a good idea to go, hey, you know who we should hire as VAs? People who are predominantly gamers. It's a good idea because, like, you know, hey, give the gamers their dues. Yeah. Well, you know, hire whoever you want. You know, it's not my food company, but. Yeah. Don't hire someone who's going to slander gamers when you're selling a game to gamers. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a problem if, like, oh, hey, it's your one, whatever the fuck her name is, Cortez, the little blonde one. She has no idea about gamers. And she'll do her VA piece, and it's shit, but, hey, she did it.
Yeah.
Because she didn't get up on a fucking stage in front of 40,000 gamers and go, hey, you're shit.
Yeah. They're bringing back James Arnold Taylor for this one.
James Arnold Taylor! But you know what I mean? You don't hire someone who grabs a clientele.
Yeah.
So, not buying it, sorry.
So it's basically just a remake of the first game that's also based on the upcoming movie release.
Yeah, it's a tie-in to the movie, and it's apparently quite more in-depth story-wise to the first game than the first game was. And also, obviously, you know, HD graphics.
Yeah.
Banner Saga 2 is out on the 19th.
You know what? I actually, oddly enough, I only played Banner Saga for the first time about 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I got it on PC. I didn't get it on the PlayStation because I was like, I could get it cheaper on PC.
Yeah, also I started the game on PS4.
But
don't do it. Bad times.
No, I mean, it's essentially the same thing. But like, you know, if you want to buy a PS4, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm actually quite excited for this because I was kind of like, I'm a big stickler for art style, and I like my artwork. Kind of, it's a bit of kind of what draws me into a game. And Banner Saga kind of took me as like, this seems a bit phone in. Art style wise, it's a damn good fucking game. I tell you, they give you plasterboard walls at face value, and you walk into that game, you have concrete fucking solid ass walls, gameplay wise. Jesus Christ, that game is good.
Banner Saga.
Star Fox Zero for the Wii U is out on the 22nd.
Yay, Star Fox games.
Yeah, so this actually had a bit of controversy from the old Twitters. Because it has do you remember the thing?
Mode.
Yeah. It had basically you can't possibly die mode.
Yes.
Which, I mean, it's a bit dumb.
I would have thought this, other than Niall, you gave me a bit of an old intervention.
Yeah.
Recently. Still to the fact of where I side with veteran gamers in the sense of you shouldn't be handed your easy mode.
Okay.
Do a Ninja Gaiden at it. If you're playing that badly that you're failing every mission or you fail 3 times in a row, offer someone for maybe that mission, say.
Yeah, like...
Because Star Fox is in missions. Offer them, say, hey, maybe you set it to easy mode.
Yeah. That's actually a thing in Metal Gear Solid 5. Yeah. The chicken hat.
Yeah, it's the same in Ninja Gaiden. They give you a kind of, if you fuck up long enough, they go, hey, look, maybe try it on these.
Just to get past this.
Not a Final Fantasy VII remake,
the port.
Yeah, port to the PS4 job where it's not even like, oh, hey, I know we talked about this already, but just to reiterate, like, oh, hey, here's 3 power-ups that make the game literally play itself. You just hold the forward and X buttons. But, like, you know, because that kind of thing, that breaks a game where you're not experiencing the game if you're a first-timer. It's, like, fair enough if you just want to, like, get your trophies or, like, you just want to experience it and be like, oh, hey, I actually did know about Final Fantasy VII. I can, you know, jump into your conversation. Fair enough, but I mean, like, for the veteran gamers, it's a bit of a slap in the face when back in the day, when it wasn't even that nice a polygon shading, we suffered through all the battles. We went through everything. We fought all the battles. In my case, Niall yelled at me because I was level 20 trying to fight the last boss. But nowadays, I'm a grindhog and he yells at me still. But don't.
It's in moderation, Owen.
I can't do either. It's look, Niall. There's 1 or 100. It's no grey area. You don't hand them the easy mode on a platter and go, hey, did you know before you start the game that if you push one of these 3 buttons, you can break the damn game and walk through it? Hand them an easy mode where it's, you know, hey, you fucked up a couple times. Maybe you want to say it back it now.
I was
gonna say, like, I agree. I like personally, I would agree. Yes, I don't think a game should have an easy mode. I think it should be played and, you know, have difficulty settings. Sure, whatever, blah blah blah. But I don't think it should just be like, hey, here's the game plays itself mode.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it should be the case, but...
Don't hand it to them.
But...
Make them work for it.
But it's a Nintendo game that's, like, kind of aimed for kids. So there'll be the veteran people who love Star Fox games who will play it and be like, oh, sweet, this is class, I love it, I'm playing this grand. And then it might be like, you know, babby games that who might want an easy mode, and that might it's all down to your own experience with the game.
Yeah, true.
Like, but it's optional. It's not forced.
In your own words, in it's aimed for kids. In the main menu before you start the game, have a kids mode. Because then no hardcore gamer or like someone who's 20 odd is going to go
Joe references.
but nobody who's 20 odd years old is going to go into Star Fox and go, oh, I'm going to play in kids mode. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of like. Not quite slap in the face, but it's a deterrent for the 20-odd-year-old gamer. Sure,
but like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to you what difficulty settings are in the game.
Yeah,
this is where I'm not going to fight it. No, you made a very good point to me during the week where if Colin plays it on Babby Games mode, it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
It's something like Dark Souls if it had like in the beginning menu and it went easy mode, regular mode, hard mode, and you picked easy mode and we did PvP and you were suddenly taking a third of the damage.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. But like
it's a single player game. It literally has no effect on you at all.
Like, I mean, Dark Souls, it's to do with your own levels, so it's your own fault.
I think it's what I'm saying.
Star Fox, there's probably not going to be a multiplayer. So
that's what I mean. It's your own experience with the game.
I don't like again with the Final Fantasy VII. That's kind of why I don't have a problem with it. It's just a little bit of a slap in the face of the veterans. That's all I have a problem with.
Yeah.
I will say this guy might be kind of a polarizing figure, but watch Jim Sterling's video on it. He has a pretty good sense of
that was pretty much what you turned me on.
Yeah.
Whereas like I was fully against. Like I think we talked about last time where I was fully against the Final Fantasy VII. I was just blackout. No.
Yeah.
You linked me that video. I mean, the man makes some very, very fair points in a way where you can't really deny what he's saying.
Yeah. So the last thing I have of stuff that might be interesting that comes out this month is the third chapter in the new King's Quest game on the 26th.
Oh, sweet.
I've been waiting for when that.
I want to get that. I haven't played chapter 2 yet.
I googled that last week and I couldn't find anything for the next. The worst thing about it is, when you're like anyone who's played a Telltale style game, usually hey, the new episode's coming out a day or two beforehand because it goes King's Quest update installed or download it. It tells you there's an update, which is in a day or two.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, there'll be an update. Mine came out last month as the update. It was an update last month. Now I don't know what that was about. Maybe there'll be another one beforehand, but usually that's a tell of when the episode's coming.
Yeah.
And I googled it last week, and there was nothing. There was the original King's Quest. It was this is so many episodes long, blah blah. And I was no, when's the new one out? I didn't want to play that at all. This is another game where I really, really just was totally against. And Colin was like, look, man, give it a shot. It's a remake of a really old game, and it's quite well done.
It's like a reimagining. It's not a remake.
And you kind of went, hey, you like story games and shit like this.
It's really fun. So much charm. This
is charming to hell. It's fairy tales putting its own spin. You'll love it. And I was like, And then he was like, hey, man, listen. At the end of the month, this is going to be a PS Plus game. Why don't you download the first episode for free and then see what you think? I downloaded the first episode for free and I literally hung on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, it's great.
For the new one. It's fantastic.
It's told in a way that's kind of similar to the film A Princess Bride. It's done really well. It's just so good.
It's beautiful in the fact that as well, the original game came out so long ago and it was an 8-bit side scrolling kind of you couldn't even make out. It was
they were old point and click games.
And now it's this 3D masterpiece of storytelling.
Yeah, all the backgrounds are painted and stuff. It's man, it's so cool.
And even again, Niall, as much as you hate trophy reiterations, no, but it gives you that incentive to, hey, you finished the episode in an hour. Why don't you go back and see what other options there are to explore? Yeah. And this is where trophies really shine, is in games like this where there's alternate storylines, where the choice you make could end up in a different consequence that follows into the next episode you play.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, but that's fine because it has an actual consequence, not just find the 10 things.
Yeah, but a lot of trophies that I play for now are kind of stuff where it has consequence.
Sure. Okay, well, anyway, I'm tapped out. That's all my notes. All the releases that we would possibly care about for this month.
So I don't know. I think that's it. Thanks very much.
That's the podcast.
For listening to the podcast, Batman vs Superman fucking sucked a total dick. Not really. It was equally as good as it was bad.
Mediocre review. Coming from a cinema head with a degree.
Look, it was.
Well, also you haven't seen the film, so I don't know shitting all over it right in front of you. But
too long didn't read version.
It was good.
Ben Affleck was great.
Yeah, Ben Affleck was great. Wonder Woman.
About the movie, but it was a podcast.
Well, who cares?
Ben Affleck was great.
Ben Affleck was great. Wonder Woman was great.
Superman was but the stuff surrounding him was kind of good.
Yeah, it was kind of good. There was some interesting themes that they didn't really bring back in the end. No. You're like, alright, fuck that. And I don't know. Fighting was kind of cool. Soundtrack was the best thing in it, probably.
I have no input because I never get invited to movie night because I'm bold.
Well, I only have 2 free tickets, man. Jeez, come on. I have, and then what was it? Yeah, soundtrack was made by Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL. Junkie XL did the soundtrack to Mad Max.
Gaming podcast.
Did the soundtrack to Mad Max. But gaming and media, fuck you, bitch! Yeah!
You said that in the first episode.
Yeah!
Gotcha!
Yeah, Batman vs Superman and tell us how shit it is.
Junkie XL did the music.
It's a twofer.
Junkie XL did the music for Mad Max, and that's why I was that's why it's so good. Right? Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. Basically, look up at the Final Fantasy 15 conference if you want to look up all that, because all that stuff was really exciting. You can check out the website tantaluspodcast.info, and you can look at all the new releases and all the posts that are coming up on the site. And we're going to be running a contest if you follow us on Twitter at Tantalus Podcast every month. So basically, we run this podcast run this competition every month. Where basically you just retweet and follow of a particular tweet or whatever, and you can win yourself €20 of digital store credit of your choosing for whatever it is. If it's PSN, Xbox, Steam, fucking League of Legends, Wii U, whatever the fuck.
Farmville.
Farmville, yeah, Minecraft, I don't know, whatever you want. So yeah, you can do that, and I don't know, fucking stay tuned for the April podcast next month.
Be excited, but not too excited.
And I hope someday they announce Crash Bandicoot 4, and that'll be the day that I cry.
I've been on.
I've been Colin.
I've not been Niall. I've been an imposter this whole time. And you fell for it. You all fell for it.
You all fell for it.
Little bit. Yeah.
We've been Tantalus Podcast. Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next month.
Bye-bye.
And there's going to be no April Fool's jokes, so fuck you all.
Make sure you keep that bit in.
Not really. I love everyone. I put my heart and soul into this. Bye.